Hi guys, so this video is a preview of what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So tomorrow we're talking about linear functions, but now we're talking about it in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is written as y equals mx plus b. Okay, and m will be replaced with a number, but we should know that the m represents the slope or the rate of change. And b is also going to end up being replaced by a number. But now it is the y-intercept. Okay, so when we're doing these next few examples, we want to think about how the slope and y-intercept relate in real life and what are the meaning of them in regards to the problem. Okay, so example 1. The cost of belonging to a gym can be modeled by the function C of m equals 50m plus 79.50. C of m is the total cost, and m is the months of the membership. Okay? The question says state the meaning of the slope and y-intercept with respect to the cost of the gym membership. Okay? So let's look at what we have. We have this equation. Okay, and if you look at our original, our generic formula, the slope is the one next to the x. In this case, it's next to the m. It's always next to the variable, the slope. Okay, so this is our slope, which means this number is our y-intercept. Okay, but the question just doesn't say to label. The question says we have to label and then determine the meaning of the slope. Okay, so let's look at the meaning of the other things we were given. We were given that C of m is the total cost, and m is the months. So what would 50 represent? It's related to the cost and the months. So 50, the slope, represents the cost per month. So every month they're going to pay $50. Okay, and then the second number is that $79.50. Okay, and what does that represent? The $79.50 is our y-intercept. And it represents...
Don't mind me. See, it balances out. Gianna's gonna give me his hat.
So the y-intercept represents the initial cost of the gym. So sometimes when you sign up for something, before you even pay per month, you have to pay a startup fee. So we can say it's the initial cost of the gym or the startup fee. All right, why don't you go ahead and try the second example, and then when you're done, you're gonna watch the rest of this video to see if you got it right. Okay. So a car leaves Albany and travels west towards Buffalo, New York, given this equation that can use to be represents the distance, d, after t hours. Okay, same thing. We're going to state the meaning of the slope and y-intercept. So let's write the equation and see what we have. Okay, so far we know that let me change the color. So far we know that t is our time in hours, and d represents our distance from Buffalo. So first, what's the slope? Okay, the slope is what's next to that variable. So our slope is minus 59. Okay, we want to think of slope as the rate of change. And in the past few days, we've talked about the rate of change as speed, right? So this actually represents our distance and our time being put together. So in the past, we said like miles per hour. We don't know for sure that this is in miles, but we can say, we don't know, but we can say our slope, the 59, represents our speed they are traveling. Okay, and then the 280 then represents the y-intercept, the initial, what are we talking about? We're talking about the initial distance away from Buffalo. Now we know these interpretation questions can be a little hard, so we're going to continue this tomorrow, and we just wanted to give you a preview before. See you tomorrow.